Hi and welcome to this Key Learning Initiative video. Today's topic is rates. Before we get going, please remember to like and to share, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Remember, your comments are always welcome, so please do leave them. If there's a topic you want me to cover, again, leave it in the comment section and I'll see what I can do. But let's get going with rates. Now, very important. Many people are able to do rates intuitively, which means that when they look at it, they can just do it. If that's you, that's how you do it. The way I'm teaching it now is for people who can't see how to do it. So please, if you look at a question and you can see how to do it that way. And so our examples, our first one, the cost of boerewors at John's Butchery is 99 Rand 99 per kilogram. For those people who don't know, boerewors is a traditional South African sausage. It is very, very nice. So A, how much would it cost for 5 kilograms? B, how much would it cost for 1200 or 1200 grams? And C, if you had 350 Rand, how many kilograms of boerewors could you buy? Let's look at A. Now, whenever we are doing rates, the two questions we need to start off with: what do we know and what do we want? When we do that, we have to look at our question. Most of the time, it's much easier to figure out initially anyway, what do we want? Let's look at A. How much would it cost for 5 kilograms? And so, what do I want? Well, I want to know the cost. So, on the right hand side, I write cost. What do I know? Well, I know 5 kilograms. That's what I want the cost for. And so I know the weight. So now I've got what I call our order for our rate that we're going to need for this question. Other questions might be the other way around, but for what we now need, it's weight to cost. Now we look at our question. It tells me 99 Rand per kilogram. So let's look. My weight, it's per kilogram. So for every 1 kilogram. And so under weight, I put a 1. Now I look further. My cost, well, it's 99 Rand 99. And so under cost, I write my 99 Rand 99. Excellent. Now I've written my rate in the right order. Now I go back to my actual question. How much weight do they want? Well, they want 5 kilograms. And so on the left hand side, I write 5. Now, on the right hand side, I take my 99 Rand 99, and because I want 5 kilograms, not 1, I multiply by 5. I put that in my calculator and I press equals, and I get 499 Rand 95 cents. Do you see that if I have 1 kilogram, it's 99 Rand 99, so for 5 kilograms, I multiply it by 5, and that's where I get my 499 Rand 95 from. And that's my answer. Let's look at B. How much would it cost for 1200 grams? Now we're going to do it from the top. Let's have a look. We start off as usual. What do I know and what do I want? Well, it again asks me what would it cost, and so I want to know the cost. Does it give me? What do I know? It is the weight. And so what do I know? My weight. And look at my question. Well, the cost is 99 Rand per kilogram. So per kilogram. So 1 kilogram, and the cost of that 1 kilogram is 99 Rand 99. Excellent. Now I look at my question B again. How much would it cost for 1,200 grams? Okay, so 1 kilogram equals that 1,200 grams. So actually what we need to do is take that 1,200 grams and we need to change it to kilograms. If you remember, to go from grams to kilograms, we divide by 1,000. So 1,200 grams equals 1,2 kilograms. Now, on the right hand side, I've got my 99 Rand 99, and what I do is I multiply it by 1,2. Just like in the last example, 1 kilogram was 99 Rand 99, so 5 kilograms you multiply by 5. Here we've got 1 equals something, 1,2 kilograms we multiply by 1,2. Again, we put that in our calculator and we press equals and we get 119 Rand 99. And that's B. Let's look at C. If you had 350 Rand, how many kilograms of boerewors could you buy? Again, we start off, what do I know? What do I want? So let's have a look. What do I want? Okay, they want to know how many kilograms. Alright, so what do I want? I want to know the weight. What do I know? Well, if I had 350, so I've got 350, that's what I know. Okay, and so my cost is what I know. Now I go right to the top of the question and I write my rate in the order that I need it. My cost, well, the cost is 99 Rand 99. And what do I get for 99 Rand 99? I get per kilogram, which means it's 1 kilogram. Now what I need to know is if I have 1 Rand, how much boerewors can I buy? What is the weight? So 99 Rand 99 gets me 1 kilogram. If I have 1 Rand, what I do is I take that 1 and I divide it by 99,99. Next step. I don't need to know how much 1 Rand can buy. I need to know how much 350 Rand can buy. And so what I do is I take my 350, which is part of the question, and then on the right hand side I take my 1 divided by 99,99 and I multiply that by 350. Again, I put that all in my calculator and I press equals, and if I round it off I get 3,5 kilograms. And that's question 1. Let's look at question 2. A tap fills a 200-liter bath in 8 minutes. Question A. What is the rate of flow in liters per minute? B. What is the rate of flow in minutes per liter? C. If you wanted to only fill the bath with 120 liters, how long would it take? And D. If you ran the tap for 13.5 minutes, how much water would you have? So, let's get going. 2A. Now we started off as we always do. What do I know? What do I want? Well, question A says, what is the rate of flow in liters per minute? So what do I want to know? I want to know how many liters happen in 1 minute. So what do I want to know? It's liters. What do I know is my per minutes. Okay, now we look at our information. A tap fills a 200-liter bath in 8 minutes. So minutes is 8 of them. And how many liters does that give me? 200. Now I look back at my question and it says, what is the rate of flow in liters per minute? So for 1 minute. So if 8 minutes gives me 200 liters, 1 minute will give me 200 divided by 8. Now we put that in our calculator, we press equals, and we get 25 liters per minute. And that's A. B. What is the rate of flow in minutes per liter? Again, we start off. What do I know? What do I want? Well, we want to know how many minutes for 1 liter. So what do I want? I want minutes. What do I know? It's 4 liters. Let's look at our information at the top. My liters, it's 200 liters. And it takes 8 minutes. Now, how many liters do I actually want? And it's per liter. And so, if it's per liter, that's for 1 liter. So, 1 liter is 8 minutes divided by 200. We put that in our calculator and we press equals and we get 0.04 minutes per liter. And so 1 liter takes 0.04 minutes. Please remember that's not 4 seconds. It's 0.04 minutes. Question C. If you wanted to only fill the bath with 120 liters, how long would it take? Again, let's set up our rate. So we ask, what do I know and what do I want? If you wanted to only fill the bath, how long would it take? In other words, what I want is how long, and that is my minutes. What do I know? Well, it's 120 liters. Great. Now I've got the order of my rate set up. Liters. I look at my question. Well, I've got 200 of them. Minutes. In the beginning of my question, I start off with 8 minutes. Next thing we need to do is to figure out how long it will take for 1 liter. So, if I wanted 1 liter, I would take 8 minutes and divide it by 200. Now the question doesn't ask how long it would take for 1 liter, it asks for 120 liters. And so if I want to have 120 liters, I take my 8 minutes divided by 200 and I times it by 120. I put that all in my calculator, I press equals, and I get 4.8 minutes. So 120 liters will take 4.8 minutes. Let's look at D. If you ran the tap for 13.5 minutes, how much water would you have? Well, let's set up the order of our rate. What do I know? What do I want? What do I want? Well, I want to know how much water I want. In other words, how many liters. What do I know? Well, it's 13.5 minutes. Now we go to the top of our question again. A tap fills 200 liter bath in 8 minutes. So my minutes, it's 8 and my liters are 200. Now we get what 1 minute is. If 8 minutes is 200 liters, 1 minute will be 200 divided by 8. Next, we don't want 1 minute. How many minutes do we want? Well, the question tells us we want 13,5 minutes. So how many liters is that? Well, we take our 200 divided by 8 and we multiply that by 13,5. Now we put that in our calculator and we press equals and we get 337,5 liters. And so if you let the tap run for 13,5 minutes, you'd have 337,5 liters in your bath. So in summary, we have a number of steps, and maybe you want to press pause at the end of it and write them down, take a screenshot. I don't mind, but just let's go through them. Step 1. Determine which part of the rate you want and which part they give you. What we were doing, which was nice and pink or purple, what do I know, what do I want? So we sort out the order. Step 2. Write the rate in the order you need based on step 1. And so now we write the actual numbers. We normally get that from the beginning part of the question. Step 3. If necessary, divide by the first number or element of the rate. In other words, if it's not 1. So you don't have 1 liter equals something, you have 7 liters equals something. We then have to divide by that number. If it's 1, we don't have to. But if it's not 1, then we do have to do that. Step 4. Multiply by the amount asked for in the question. So once we've got 1 liter equals so-and-so, they want 20 liters, we multiply by 20. Alright, so screenshot it as you want, pause, write it down, up to you. But I hope it's been helpful. And so, thank you for watching this Key Learning Initiative video on rates. Please remember, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video so that everyone who's doing rates can get some help. Please, your comments are always welcome, so please do write a comment in the comment section, and good luck. I hope this video has made a difference.